How's it going, Talk Forest TV? My name is Jack and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Southampton taking place at the City Ground later on today. So yeah, this is must win really. This is must win. I mean, if we want to be staying in the Premier League, these type of games we have to win. No excuses. We're playing against bottom of the table at home. A team who haven't won in 9 games in Southampton. They've had a couple of draws in there, but ultimately not a win since. I think it was early March when they beat Leicester at home. So we really need to go out there and get something from this. We need to get out. Well, no, not something. We need to get all 3 points big time because, like I say, if we're serious about staying in this division, we have no excuses other than to win this match. Southampton are as good as down in my opinion. I mean, I think they're 6 points away from the team at the top of the relegation zone with 4 games to go. So it would be an absolute miracle should they stay up. So I'm pretty sure they're down, but they're not going to go down without a fight. They'll be stupid to just roll over and let us win, of course. But I'm confident on this one. I looked at our running towards the end of the season, probably after that Leeds game, when I saw this one as one where we would definitely get 3 points. And, you know, I still stand by that. You know, I think Southampton are a side who have really struggled this season. I can't really put my finger on too much why. I don't know whether it's because they got rid of Ralph Hasenhüttl, who has done a really good job year in, year out, really, since he signed at the club, of keeping them in the Premier League. You know, he did really, really well to do that every single season. Just kept them afloat every single season, and they weren't happy with that. They wanted more. They sacked him, got in Nathan Jones, who had an absolutely horrible time there, and now they've got a guy whose name escapes my head, a foreign bloke, and he's not really done much better, but I think the damage was probably done with the appointment of Nathan Jones. You know, they've got some good, exciting youngsters. You look at Bazunu in goal. He's not had the best season in the world, but he's, you know, a young prospect for the future. You look at, like, sort of Lianco. He's been wanted by a good few of the top clubs in the division. You know, there's so many different players. I'm trying to think of another one that I think he was a midfielder that was at Man City, which they have a buyback clause on. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but my cousin is a Man City fan, and he was really adamant that he wanted City to try and get him back up to Rodri. His name slipped from my mind. It's like Romeo Lavia. That's it, Romeo Lavia. You know, he's a player who. He has looked really good, and you know, they've had some individual good performances this season, but they've just not really been able to really put it together enough to get 3 points more regularly. You know, they're really struggling down the bottom, and it's a really good opportunity for us to stake our intentions on wanting to be in this league, to put a stamp down and be like, look, we are not going down without a whimper. Sorry, we're not going down with a we're not going down without a whimper. We're going down. Is that right? Am I right to say that we're not going? No, we're not going down with a whimper. We're going down, and we're going to be. If we're going to go down, we're going to go down absolutely fighting. And today, we need the fans to be on it. You know, I know Forza Garibaldi put a tweet out saying that they want every single fan to bring a scarf. They want the stadium to just be full of scarves, full of fans absolutely giving it the big one. And, you know, I always look back on that Sheffield United semi-final in the playoffs. Second leg, Cooper talks about it in his post-match interview that night. We were 2-1 down on the night, and the players, you know, maybe they needed that bit of a lift, and the fans were exceptional. They were just constantly going and roaring them on and singing from the sidelines, which, you know, sometimes as a football fan you sort of think, oh, I wonder what sort of impact the fans have on the players. But looking at that night and what Cooper said, it sounded like the fans played a huge part, and we need to play a huge part again tonight. We've been exceptional this season. I was watching Match of the Day 2 last night, and Danny Murphy said there's not been a real point in the Forest season where the fans have turned on them. The fans, he knows whenever you go to the City Ground, there's going to be a great atmosphere. They're going to be 110% behind the boys. And that's going to be a real factor in us getting so many, good points or wins against unlikely opponents at home this season that has accrued this tally, because away form has been shambles. And it's a place where away teams don't want to go because they hear the Forest fans, they hear the atmosphere, and they're a bit intimidated. Southampton, talking on the away form, on the only side we've beaten away this season. We could do the double over them, which would be the first time we've done a double over any side this season. One other chance to do that on the final day against Crystal Palace. Obviously, that 1-0 Morgan Gibbs-White win just before the World Cup at home to Crystal Palace. So we could go and do that. But this is our only realistic opportunity for properly getting a double over our club this season. And I'm confident it can happen. I actually am. I am. I feel like we can go out there and really show what we're about. You look at the Brighton second half performance. Unfortunately, it didn't quite go to plan against Brentford. 2 goals in the last 20 minutes, or 20 plus minutes actually, because of the extra time added on. Stoppages and the 94th minute winner and that painful experience. But if you look at our last home performance, we were exceptional in that second half. We were fantastic. So if we can go out there and play slightly like that, we'll be absolutely fine. So in terms of starting 11 for me, then I'll go with Kaylor in goal, a back four of, back five, should I say, of Aurier, Worrell, Niakate, Felipe, Lodi. The midfield for me, I would go with Yates if he's fit enough to start. I'd play Yates there. Then I'd have Mangala and Danilo. But then I know Danilo went off against Brentford, so if he's not fully fit, it'll probably have to be Freuler. Sorry about that. I just had to record in a moment there. I think I was talking about Awoniyi. It's such a shame with Awoniyi. He got injured at St Mary's last season, and then now he's only recently come back. And I really wish there was a way of seeing how the season would have panned out should he not have got injured, because he was on a really good bit of form. He just struck a little bit of a good run in front of goal and really good performances, and then he picked up an injury and we didn't really get a goal very much after that. So if we didn't have the injuries, I could see us being a lot more safe than we are right now, and hopefully next season, should we stay in the league and have a bit of a better bill of health, we could be around the Wolves and the maybe the Palace's, West Ham area, depending on how things go. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how this one pans out. I think we should be beating them. We're at home in front of the Sky cameras. I don't think have we won a game against Sky. Yes, we did. We won a game on Sky, West Ham, at the start of the season. But we're under the lights at the City Ground. The fans are going to be absolutely booming. I can't wait to hear that Mulligan time before the kickoff starts. And I'm really optimistic for this one. I'm going to say 2-0 Nottingham Forest. I really could see us going out there and really making a statement and showing what we're about in this final few games. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Let us know in the comments what you think is going to happen, who you think is going to start, who's going to score. For me, I'm going to go with Awoniyi to score, and let's go with Morgan Gibbs-White. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already to Talk Forest TV and you are enjoying the content. And finally, come on, you Reds.